inside to score tonight, Greg. Two lockdown defenses that do it in a variety of ways.
Oh, I tell you what, they're both strong on the ball, in help, and in transition. And both coaches do a great job of making in-game adjustments.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Johnson. Williams is out there with Allen. Then it's Porter. And it's Payton in at the 2 spot. Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Maxey passes to Cornette. Launches a 3. Maxey, no good. Now Johnson. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. We talked about his plan to try and take Tobias Harris out of the equation on offense. Coach told me Harris can attack you in so many ways on offense. The way to counteract that is to give him multiple looks on defense. So we'll rotate a handful of guys on him tonight. We'll see how that plays out. Guys?
Thanks, David. Down low, the 8-footer. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
And the basket by Johnson.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here is Harris. 23 points his last outing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And right there, you can see Tobias had made up his mind. The ability to handle the ball at his size makes him a tough matchup.
Here's Allen. Johnson down low. Defended by Thibault. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Thibault. To the inside. Porter with the steal. At the elbow, it's Allen.
You know, Jared Allen is a classic big man, and that includes the hair. He's got great blocking ability and is just a natural talent down low.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. 76ers are gone, 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Harris. Back to Terry. Thibault on the wing, guarded by Porter. Terry kicks to Cornette. No good on the 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Johnson against Terry. And it's Johnson penetrating. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And the Bulls making a change here. Rush is checked in. 6 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Releases from the wing and drills it. Johnson's got 8 points.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
From 10 feet out, that one a little long.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Floats one. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Passes to Harris. Terry in the corner. Johnson with the block. The 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3 ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
They've got Harris, and it's Terry in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Fires from the wing. Again, Chicago.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Here's Johnson. Out to Payton. Fires the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Maxey, covered by Payton. Harris outside. Rush grabs the miss.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Sinks the triple. 16 points for Johnson.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here's Maxey. It's good from long range. The Bulls leading by 19 points. Johnson surveying the floor. There's the three, and the Bulls another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Maxey passes to Harris. There's the triple. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. Missed inside. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
And so he hits both. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson outside. No good on that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And they swept this club in the regular season, but ended up falling to them in the playoffs.
Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got 22 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Porter kicks to Johnson. Feeds it to Payton. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. And staying with the play, Allen.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
Here's Harris. Out to the wing. The tray. Hands it from downtown.
That's the pass you want. orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And here's Johnson outside. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Bulls lead by 19. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Chicago Bulls.
They were in such a groove that entire first half, especially on the offensive end. Good play calling, good execution.
And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And the All-Star vote's starting to come into focus.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Baller having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So the Bulls 5 right now. Michael Porter's out there with Williams. Then there's Payton. Then there's Allen. And it's Johnson in at the point.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And the basket by Johnson.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it's denied. To the paint. Here's Harris. Misses in close. The Bulls leading by 19 points. Johnson double-teamed. Here's Payton. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Maxey passes to Harris. And it's Bullock in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bullock's got his first 3 points of the game.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's foul number 2 for him. Bulls making a switch here. Rush is checked in. Pass to Cornette. Here's Maxey. Off target with his 3. And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
And the pass to Cornette. Goes back up. And that one's good. Maxey's got 11 points.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Here's Johnson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the third. Thibault with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Out to the right wing. And here's Bullock from the arc. Drills it from outside.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
He had a nice open look right there. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ball's knocked loose. Johnson, the pass to Rush, and that one is good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Chicago. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Maxey, no good.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Here's Payton. Offline with the baseline jumper. And so it's Chicago. With a 34-point advantage heading into the break, they have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We come back right after this. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Mistakes, the only reason they got this lead, you knew they were going to come out hard, all right? Even with that, it's more our mistakes that are giving them this lead, all right? We want to attack right here.
And it makes a lot of sense. You want to attack every possession you get, and Doc Rivers certainly doesn't want turnovers to derail those efforts.
And guys, it's a fine line between playing aggressive and playing out of control. That's the trap that a coach wants to keep his team from falling into.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Myers Leonard is out there with Reed. Then there's Gordon, and it's Springer in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Chicago?
I mean, a fantastic game for them in open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling? And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Baller.
When the sky clears, it feel like love just